What's up, y'all? This your boy AB. You're now listening to the Unpopular Opinion Sports Podcast, and today I'm going to be giving my take on the Chargers and the Broncos game tonight at 8:15 kickoff on Prime Video. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. My first comparison is going to be Justin Herbert versus Bo Nix. Obviously, two pretty good quarterbacks. Now, I won't front. I did not think Bo Nix would be this solid coming into his rookie season. Him and Sean Payton seem to have a pretty good rapport. And since Bo Nix has challenged Sean Payton on the sideline, I'm going to drop that video on the side here. But since he's challenged him on the sideline, the Broncos have been playing pretty good, man. I can't lie. Right now, they're the 6th seed in the AFC in prime position to make the playoffs and make some noise in the playoffs. You know, I don't think they can't beat the Steelers, who they are set to play right now, or the Texans. You know, the Texans look pretty vulnerable to me. They look like a pretty vulnerable team, losing Stephon Diggs for the season. Obviously, Nico Collins just came back recently, so that's a huge boost to their offense. But I don't think the Broncos can't beat that team or the Steelers. So, but staying on topic here, Justin Herbert and Bo Nix have a pretty solid comparison in terms of completion percentage. Justin Herbert is at 63.9. Bo Nix is at 63.6. The difference is the turnovers. You know, Bo Nix has 11 interceptions on the season in comparison to Justin Herbert's 2. And I actually think that's going to be one of the keys to the game for the Broncos. They have to limit the turnovers. One of the keys, I would say, is to limit the turnovers for them. Make sure that the Chargers aren't, creating more opportunities for Justin Herbert to be on the field for their offense and getting the ball to Courtland Sutton. Courtland Sutton has been by far their leading receiver on the year. He has 878 receiving yards. Him and Bo Nix seem to have a pretty good rapport. And the next receiver in line to have the most receiving yards for their team is their receiver on the other side, Veal. I think his name is Veal, Vele. He's at 377 yards. That's a pretty large discrepancy between your number one receiver and your next leading receiver on the team. And actually, their next receiver is a running back. He has like 400 something yards on the year, where the Broncos, a little over 400. So, I mean, that would be the thing that I would look at for the Broncos going forward. Is I think they got to get another receiver, because there's no way you're going to be able to, make prime position noise with a rookie quarterback and having, one true number one receiver, which Courtland could argue could be on the verge of number one or number two. I don't even know if he's a true number one receiver. So that's something that they're going to have to look into in the offseason. But yeah, Ladd McConkey, is it McConkey? Yeah, Ladd McConkey is doing pretty good on the year as well for the Chargers. He has 873 yards on the year. He's 4th in rookie receiving, leading the Chargers in receiving yards for that team. And Josh Palmer is next at 502. Quentin Johnston has been playing a bit better, I would say. Anytime I watch him, it seems like he's getting a touchdown. But he actually doesn't have that many touchdowns on the year. I think he has like 5. But the Chargers look pretty good on offense, and he has 8 on the year. And a huge boost to their offense is getting J.K. Dobbins back. I feel like J.K. Dobbins, he had a tremendous start to the year, rushing for over 100 in both the first 2 weeks of the year and a touchdown. So I thought their offense looked really good with having him in the game. And he got injured in that week 12 against the Ravens. I don't know what it is with the Ravens. Obviously, he couldn't stay healthy when he was with the Ravens. But now we have him coming back from injury. I think that's going to be a huge boost to their offense. He's not on the injury report for them. So I think that is a huge boost to their offense as well. That actually gives me a little hope that they can win this game. I think the game is going to be close. But they have a ton of other injuries on their team. It is ridiculous how many injuries they have. They're not the Lions, but they have a ton of injuries. On their injury report, Justin Herbert's on there, but he's going to play. He had a full practice yesterday, limited on Monday and Tuesday, but a full practice yesterday. So he's most likely going to play. Their secondary is is like, they have a ton of injuries in the secondary. Cam Hart, Christian Fulton, and Elijah Molden is injured on the injury report. I think Fulton and Cam Hart, well, Cam Hart is listed as out. Christian Fulton is probably going to play. He had 2 full practices. He's most likely going to play. Molden is not going to play. So I think that is one of the reasons why I lean more towards the Broncos. If you're a betting person, FanDuel has the Chargers as the favorites for this game. So, I mean, they're going to be at home. But as we know, the Chargers' home game is like an away game for them, it seems like, every time, especially when you got a large fan base. And the Broncos have a pretty solid fan base, I would say. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that wouldn't be like a 50-50 crowd. And, I think it's going to be close. Like I said, I think it's going to be a tight-knit game. But one of the keys that I saw, and I think this is very alarming for this game, and this is why I say for the Chargers on their side, for the keys to the game, number one is to protect Justin Herbert. The Broncos have allowed 20 sacks on the season. The Chargers have allowed 41 sacks on the year. 38 of those going to Justin Herbert. So that's going to be one of the keys to the game, is to protect Justin Herbert. They got to do a better job of that. They have to have a potent run game with J.K. Dobbins coming back. I think that is, truly possible, having that 1-2 punch between J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards is going to be pretty huge. I think they can get that run game going, and they got to contain Bo Nix from running the ball. Bo Nix has done a really good job of extending plays and running the ball too. Obviously, in college, that was what, one of the things he was known for, is extending plays and getting out and rushing the ball as well. So, that's going to be the keys to the game for the Chargers. They got to contain Bo Nix, get a potent run game, protect Justin Herbert. 41 sacks on the season is not good, and I was actually really surprised by that. They have 2 of the best offensive linemen, I think, in the league, in Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater. So unless they were injured for some of the year, and I may have missed that, but 41 sacks on the year is pretty alarming. So I'm going to say that the Broncos is going to win this game. I'm going to go like 20-16. 20-16, 20-13, something like that. I think it's going to be a fairly even game for most of the game, and then the Broncos pull away at the end. So that's my take on this game. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video, and make sure y'all come back for more content, man. We're going to keep going. So hope y'all have a good day. Peace. We out.